Okay, I've begun the recording. So let's just come into our seated position to begin with, just to kind of go over the format for today, since it's a little bit different. We'll start out with some moving, some transitioning, bringing ourselves into the body like we typically do. Not a lot of efforting, just trying to get the joints loosened up, trying to bring ourselves into some feeling of movement in the body, so it feels like you're fully awake. Because even though this process is about relaxing, and that like I said, the word translates into yoga sleep. Um, I really want to encourage you to be awake or be fully aware. So even though you can, and it's an awesome balance where you find yourself very relaxed in the body, and yet you don't slip away. You still feel like you're totally present and aware of what's happening, though your body is in a deep sense of relaxation. I think I'm going to say the magic of this technique is that we bring ourselves so consciously aware of our whole body, um, kind of very thoroughly bringing ourselves into the awareness of our body's sensory, the sensation of being within our body. That is just a powerful engagement that who knows? I mean, I can't speak any deeper to it than that, except for my own experience, that it has a way of bringing you into an intense sense of stillness, which is, let me touch on that. We encourage, the practice of Yoga Nidra is done in stillness, but it's like you invite yourself to stay in, to be still and not move around a lot. You invite that, but you don't insist on it. You don't demand that of yourself. So you find yourself not quite comfortable, and you just start making your change. Of course you will, but you're staying, kind of stay tuned in and not make a big deal of your adjustment. That you're just making your subtle adjustment, finding yourself more comfortable, and then you go back to a sense that you're being still. That's what I would encourage you to do. I think that lends itself to how powerful it can be, in terms of that deep awareness of the body and feeling yourself in that way. And it will speak to you. I mean, I'm not going to give you a bunch of information or here's what you can expect. I trust this process. I trust the practice of Yoga Nidra to bring to you exactly what it is supposed to bring to you today. And I'm glad you were able to make this a priority today. I chose this as a practice because of the week we're in, and I'm not going to go into any more talk about that. And I think you can all relate to the fact that this is an unusually stressful week for a lot of folks. So I think this is a good gift to ourselves and our community to bring about this sense of deep peace within the body and within the mind. We clear that slate, we wipe clean that chattering, worrisome mind, and just let it be, just let it be, clear it out, breathe, and just be in your space. So let's begin with some movement. So I'm not even using the block. I didn't even grab my block. So you don't need to unless you want to. And we're just coming forward on the chair. So we are going to move some. So you'll be forward on the chair, not using the backrest. And you know how to line up. So you want to make sure your knees are right over your ankles and heels. And let's just take a big breath in, lift up those arms, look up, big breath in, exhale as you bow to your heart. Inhale up, and exhale, take that big sweeping action to come out. So let's do a couple of those. Inhaling up, look up. Exhale, bow at your heart. Inhale up, and exhale, take that sweeping action. One more. Inhaling up, look up. Big breath. Exhale, bow. Up. It's kind of a nice way to start. It feels kind of like a ceremony that we've been accustomed to. So let's begin some shoulder rolls. Keep your arms alongside the frame of the chair if you're okay with using the full weight of your arms. If for whatever reason your shoulders are kind of tender today and you need to rest your hands on your lap, remember that's an adjustment. That's a way that you can change the experience of shoulder rolls. It might not be quite as intense. Not that this is an intense movement, but sometimes when the shoulders hurt, we need all the help we can get. So that could be one way to do that. So really try, both shoulders are rolling. We're pulling up, back, and down. Notice how your head might want to move, and let it be. Let that natural movement. When you're dealing with your shoulders, you're also dealing with your neck, right? So we just let that naturally sort of take care of itself. And let's deepen the breath now. As you're doing this, you feel yourself really connecting breath to movement. Inhale up, exhale, rounding down, inhaling up and rounding down. And now let's shift to one shoulder at a time. Same movement, just individual shoulder movement. I really want you to turn now. So when you're doing this one, you're definitely turning your head. And just see how it feels in your breath. You don't have to overdo in terms of that breath and movement connection, but you're really noticing your breath. And I'll bet you found the rhythm easy enough in terms of that connection of breath and movement. We're going to switch right away now, individual shoulder movements, but now the other way. And again, I think turning the head helps. So if that's comfortable for you. But now the shoulder is coming forward. And we're going to extend the full arm. So now take your swimming stroke. I slow this way down. Keep feeling your feet to the floor. Feel how balanced you are in your pelvis. So you feel like you've got a real good foundation for these swimming strokes to loosen up the upper body around the neck and head, shoulders. Last time, all the way through. And we inhale up. We exhale and bow. We come on up. We exhale all the way down. This time it's just lifting up those arms, palms face forward. I put mitten hands on. I like to be intentional about the way holding your hands. So let's try that. Be ready now. We're going to stand up. So coming down, inhale, stand right up. And then exhale, sit right down. So let's move in that way where you sit it out. And then alternately, you lift up. Connecting breath and movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale up, exhale down. Last time. Up and down, and then stand up and come on down back to the chair. Back to some shoulder rolls. Make sure you found yourself in this chair the way you want to be, that you're balanced. You feel supported by your chair. Good. Let's extend an arm out, palm down, and then start rotating it around. So you're just trying to rotate your arm right on through that shoulder socket, and kind of turning your hand is the way to accomplish that. Take a look at it. So when we turn our head, we can feel how the range of movement that's available in our neck. So as you're rotating that arm around, take a look, find your breath while you're rotating around. So meet with a palm up, thumb pointing back, and then turn your head back to neutral. Let's lift up. The other arm now should be reaching toward the floor. So we split our arms. They're doing different things. One's reaching up, one's reaching down. So really energize that. Press your feet to the floor so you can feel that you're giving yourself a little side stretch. Hold on to the chair or not with the other hand, your choice, as you just take that overhead into a side bend. So if holding onto the chair is a better bet for you, that you feel more comfortable, more supported, take that in to a side bend with some support. Notice how your arm is laying across your ear and you're holding your head a particular way. Find your fullness of breath now. When you come back up, See if you can then come right, just touch your shoulder blade, lift up and touch the shoulder blade. So the other arm is reaching to the floor again. That doesn't need to hold onto the chair unless you needed to. And then just come all the way down. A shrug and release. Shrug and release. And we'll do side two. So we start by extending out and you start rotating around. This is held at shoulder height. Turn your head to look at what you're doing, and you're rotating your whole arm around. Look over there and it'll give you a little stretch of the neck. It gives you information about the kind of range of movement you've got going on in your neck. So you can maybe breathe into that and open it up a little bit. You'll be comfortable the rest of the day because you've given a little attention to that. A couple more, just rotating around. And then we'll meet palm up, and then the thumb is pointing back and we're looking at that hand. Let's finish up a couple breath cycles right here, just looking. And then lift up. Arm reaching up, fingertips reaching up, and the other arm is down. So you do the splits. You split your arms into different actions. Push your feet to the floor so you feel like you've got a lot of support for this. Either hold on to the chair or not as you take that overhead into a side bend. It's not forward, it's not back, so it should just be a side bend. Right over top of your ear works well, keeps your neck supported. Breathe in, breathe out. You can feel how gravity starts pulling you into a deeper stretch. Can you feel that? Beautiful. And we'll come back up. And then we're just going to touch that shoulder and back up, either holding onto the chair or not. Just reaching fingertips to the floor would be great. Okay, next time we reach up, let's let the other arm come up and join it. Both palms together, lift up, look up. Exhale, heart. Inhale, back up. Exhale, take that sweeping action, and we're going to land with our hands on our shoulders and come in and out. Go wide and in. So it's wide open. You're trying to pull back. Maybe you're going to give a little stretch for the pecs. And let's make a circle. Notice if your head has to move. Sometimes we're into the shoulder area. So all of a sudden it affects our neck and we feel like, oh gosh, I got to adjust my head some way because there's some tightness in there. So just notice that and do the adjustment you need to do. I'm changing direction of the circular movement, so I invite you to do that. Make sure your breath is full. You can feel the full inhale. You can feel especially that full exhalation. That's always important. And then keep your elbows together and just bring them down and back up. So you're just folding forward. I got just a gentle touch with my hands on my shoulders, and I'm just bringing myself forward and back. Nice and easy. No, don't want to quicken the pace here. You're just folding down and back up. We come back to seated. Let's again reach up, reach for the ceiling, relax your shoulders so they slide down the back, and very, very slowly, then let's let the arms come down so you can kind of feel the release, that experience of letting go in your body. Good. I'm going to get a hold of a leg. So just scooping up underneath, I want you to just straighten it and bend it. So just straighten the leg out and then bend that knee. Keep yourself upright though. Don't lean back into the chair. So keep yourself upright, kind of gives you the leverage to do that, to keep you upright. And we're straightening and bending. At a pace that feels really easy to you, very doable. Hug that knee into the chest while you're doing it. Let's spin that foot around. Make sure you point the toe. You get a lot of movement there. Change the direction whenever you want to. You want to get a lot of movement, including your toes and the parts of your foot that you can move, not just your ankle, but certainly the ankle. Maybe you spread the toes a little bit. So we're really feeling the aliveness of our body. That's a great way to start Yoga Nidra practice, is that we've turned on all the gas. We're really feeling the aliveness of our body. Then let's just direct that leg off from center. So however you want to hold that, however you feel like you've got best access, maybe you're grabbing hold of the chair, maybe you've got your hand on your leg, just however you can do it. Let's flex that foot though. Flex the foot as you move it from center off to an external rotation. So this is just movement in the hip, just rotating it out externally and back in. When you get it out there, can you just do a little circular movement? Try to keep yourself upright. I'm finding myself pulling back. So try to keep yourself upright. Change the direction of your circle. Both feet to the floor. Take a little pause. Any reset your body might need. Deepen the breath. We're going to scoop up the other leg. Hug your knee in towards your chest and start moving your foot around. Include the pointing of the toe. Same thing we did before. Keep a softness about your face. Start to notice how you can really focus on this and the rest of your body can be pretty relaxed. And you're aware of that and you're choosing that. Spread those toes. And then we're just simply going to go to from a straight leg to a bent knee. Straight leg straight out. Keep yourself upright. That standing leg is helpful. So press into the foot that's still on the floor. Just moving through your knee joint here. Just some nice loving care to your knee. Okay, that's about the same. We're going to bring it off. So we're doing our hip movement now. So however you want to hold it and support it, rotate that bent knee off to the side. Try to keep yourself upright. Don't cave in. Keep yourself up as you're doing this movement. And be sure to flex your foot. Just kind of engages more of the musculature of your leg that way. Good. Let's do those circles. So when you rotate it out, that's where you do your circles. Just a few, maybe 3 circles going one way and 3 the other way. And we'll come back to center. And again, reset the body. Open up your legs a little wider now. We're going to just finish up our movement by just simply circling around. This one we could do eyes closed. Just sort of calming the body. Maybe this is just super slow today. Stay with the same direction. Feel how your body is moving from one leg, one buttocks to the other. You can just feel this keenly aware of movement in your body and legs. The next time you're forward moving, that's when we'll change the direction of the circular movement. So come around now. Beautiful. Couple more circles. All right. Let's come back to center and bring your legs closer together so you're more like hips distance apart, or you feel like you're framed into your chair. You've got your legs positioned in a way that is within the frame of the chair. And this time now, we're going to just do some breath work, just bring ourselves into the space of Yoga Nidra by really connecting to our breath in those particular ways of breathing, that keep you so aware, so alert to how you're doing it, because you got, there's patterns to follow and all of that kind of thing. So let's begin with an alternate nostril breathing, but something we've been doing, I'm not saying that everybody in the yoga world does it this way, but I really like it. I've introduced it to you many times, is that we don't limit it necessarily to just the nostril breathing, that we feel it as though it's the whole side of the body is doing the breathing. So let's do it that way. Let's start with our left side. The left side of the body is doing the breathing. So you can plug your nostril if you want to. That's up to you if that helps you. But otherwise, just use your imagination, use your intention to breathe as though the left side of the body has got this. The left side of the body is doing the breathing. Hold yourself in what you would think of as your mountain position, your stature of, nice and solid and well supported with your feet to the floor. And then breathe from the left side of your body. It's like you're just inviting in the awareness of that receiving energy. That's the left side of the body is associated with the feminine. It's considered the receiving side. It's associated with the moon. It's associated with restful state. It's associated with the energy of the heart. So qualities such as love and kindness, and forgiveness and camaraderie, that's kind of considered a part of the energy of this left side of the body. So we're just acknowledging that by breathing and letting our body be fueled by that energy, welcoming that part of us. Full breath in, full breath out. Feels like the left side of your body is entirely engaged in this breath, even your legs, even up into your head. Two more breaths like that, just left side, both in and out. And then let's take our connecting breath that we have used. Inhaling up, palms come together. Exhale, we bow. Inhale, we come back up. And we take our circular movement of our arms. We resettle ourselves now to adjust to the right side body, the right side breathing. So take a moment, set your intention and your imagination into the breath that's coming in and out on the right side of your body. Welcoming, acknowledging, honoring this side, which is associated with masculine, the sun. It is yin, if you're looking at the Chinese medicine worded, and that is yin and yang. This is yang. I think I said that. Anyway, that's what this side is. It is the giving. It is the thought-based problem solving, strong agency in the body, in our persona. It comes from, so we all possess all of this. It just comes from different energies in the body, and we're welcoming that, honoring that part of us. Problem solves, gets things done. It's the doing side. It's the doing. So both full breath in and out, right side of the body. One more full breath like that. And we'll do our connecting breath, inhaling up, exhaling, bowing to our heart, back up, and all the way down and down. Now this breath, the next one that's following that is very powerful breath. I'm sorry I didn't mention it earlier, you might need a Kleenex. So, because we're going to be breathing out of the nostrils entirely, and it's kind of quick. And a lot of times a Kleenex is handy. I mean, is helpful because you develop some of you're snorting out there. So just get one and see what rather than avoiding it, say, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. It's just get a Kleenex and see if you can hang in there. You're going to be using your belly quite a lot, very profoundly. I wonder if you can see my belly moving with this top on. I don't know. I'll try. I hope you can see it because it's helpful. Yeah, you can see that. You can see how my blouse changes. Yeah. So that's what we're going to use and it looks like this and sounds like this. I'm just forcing the breath in and out. You just force the exhale. The inhale will take care of itself. Force the exhale. Inhale will take care of yourself. And I just got hands on my lap, and the force of this is coming from the belly, going pulsing in and out. So see if you can give yourself that. Stop that. Take your big breath, big cleansing breath. Relax yourself. We're going to do 2 more rounds like that. Ready, set, go. And that's all for that round. Catch up with your breath. Feel like you're all calm and ready to breathe. Relax. Breath of fire, that's what this is called. One more time. And that's all for that. Beautiful. Just calm down now, settle in. We'll use our connecting breath. Inhale up. Exhale, bow. Let's pause at the bow. Bow to yourself now as we start to move into our Yoga Nidra practice. Just take a moment, settle in, feel how your body feels, feel the prana that we have ignited in our body. So we feel that sense of aliveness. And it's welcome. We welcome that in. It's wonderful to have that sense of aliveness that our practice offers. And then I want you to take now your time. This is our transitional time where you set up your Yoga Nidra nest, where you just get into a reclined position and you find the support you might need. Maybe you kind of rehearsed it, figure like, do I need a pillow? Do I not need a pillow? But you're reclined and comfortable. So if you need to have your socks back on or something like that, you're going to take all those kinds of things into account. So you can be comfortable for a while. So I'm going to give you just a few more minutes, just kind of watching the clock for us so I can get started. But you take your time, get all settled in. Maybe you need a drink of water before you settle in. And don't worry, we're not done with breath work. So before long here, I know we did that fiery breath. We're going to do a nice settling breath before at the very beginning of this process. So we'll get there. Relax your shoulders. Just start relaxing. Just where's that part of your body that you hold tension in? Be really mindful of that so you can really invite that part of your body to like, well, I got a treat for you today. This is going to be great. I'm going to let go a lot of that tension that's been in your body for a long time. Good. Okay, phase 1 of our Yoga Nidra practice is pranayama. We're going to bring ourselves into the point-to-point reference of breath. So let's let the breath start at the navel. So you feel you feel your belly expand, and you direct that breath all the way to the crown of the head, ascending and descending down the front side of your body back to your navel. So I guess when you're laying flat, you don't have that keen sense of what an ascension and a descension mean, but I think you follow it along. So let's point to point breath reference starts at the navel, and you kind of feel that expansion, and bring that breath right to the crown of the head, and let that exhale descend back down into your navel area. Now, if you find it useful to count your breath, to see how long does it take me to take an inhale up through the crown of my head and then exhaling even longer, I want to encourage you to do it that way. If you're not interested in that, that's never been a favorite thing for you, never seemed any, whatever reason, you don't need to do it. But I invite you to do it if that appeals to you. Like, I like it when I do that. I like that longer exhale. And you don't have to count forever. You'll find out, and your body will adapt to that rhythm of breath. A long inhale, full, and an even longer exhale back to the belly. It starts at the belly, it makes its way through the body to the crown of the head, and your exhalation takes you back down into the body, back into your navel area. So it's kind of a condensed, right? If we were doing this for the length of the body, your breath would be longer, have more space, it's more condensed, but still a counted breath or a measure of breath, point to point reference as you settle into your Yoga Nidra nest. So we take as much time as you need to get comfortable, which we've done. And if there's still some things you want to do in addition, then you will. I'm going to remove myself from the screen. You're all settled in anyway, eyes are closed. So we want to rest in stillness to get as deep into our consciousness, into ourselves as possible. We arrive fully into the body. This is a guided meditation. You'll follow my voice, but follow the instructions with a soft quality of focus, not trying too hard, not worrying if you miss some point of guidance. It doesn't matter. See if you can cultivate the attitude that the guidance flows to you, it flows through you, or maybe it flows by you, and it's all good. Again, let's follow the breath from point to point. Ascend the inhale from the belly or the navel area up to the crown of the head. Descend the exhale from the navel, from the crown to the navel. And with that rhythm of breath in your body, let's use a mantra. And we've done this many times. When you're inhaling, you're just now noticing that this is in and the exhale is out. So you attach the words or the mantra in and out to your focus of breath. Relaxing, settling into your nest. Make any adjustments, make sure your head feels supported, your shoulders are relaxed, your whole back body is settled into the surface beneath you. The awareness of our body that we're going to find is one of just simply, you don't have to try to overthink what am I supposed to do with it. But it's like just noticing that you have relocated yourself in your awareness briefly into the part of the body that I will be directing you to. And we're going to be very thorough about that, trying to move through the whole body. But just so you know, if this is the first time for you or you haven't done this in a while, that all we're doing is trying to just be there. You're not supposed to think of a certain thing or call anything out. It's just simply your awareness now move to that particular part of the body entirely for that brief moment. And you're in this relaxed state, welcoming this beautiful trip through your body. Feel the heaviness in your body. Let the breath now take care of itself. Let the breath take care of itself. Surrender the weight of your body to the surface beneath you. Consider the surface beneath you to be the ground. It is your connection to the earth. Resting on the earth, supported by the earth, and you can let go. Feeling the earth of your body resting on the body of the earth. I honor and acknowledge my body as a sacred vessel that houses my inner light. I invite deep rest into every cell of my being. I trust that I deserve to be supported, nurtured, and held unconditionally. I know the earth can hold me. Bring your awareness into the right side of your chest. Move that awareness to your shoulder on the right side, to your elbow, wrist, your right thumb, your first finger, second finger, third finger, and your fourth finger. Find the awareness of the palm of your right hand. Back to your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder, the right side of your chest. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Find the awareness on the left side now, left side of your chest, the left shoulder, the left elbow, wrist, your left thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, and your fourth finger. Aware now of the palm of your left hand. And again to the wrist, to the elbow, to the left shoulder, to the left side of your chest. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Let's move our awareness to our right hip, the thigh of the right leg, the knee, the calf, your right ankle, the sole of your right foot, your big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and the fifth toe. Back to your ankle, your knee, and your hip. Take a big breath in and a big breath out as you move your awareness to your left hip, your left thigh, your knee, your left calf, your ankle, the sole of your left foot, the big toe, the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Back to the ankle, the knee, and the hip. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Bring yourself to the center of your chest, right in the middle of your chest bone. We call it the heart center. Breathe as though your heart is breathing for you. Breathing in and breathing out from the heart. Bring your awareness to the crown of your head, the back of your head. Feel how the back of your head is resting into the surface beneath you. Move your awareness through the back side. So all parts of your body that is making contact with the surface that supports you becomes part of your awareness. You can feel your shoulder blades, your arms resting, your back body. You can feel your pelvis, parts of your legs down to your heels. Your whole back body being held and supported. Your whole back body resting. Bring your awareness to the heart center. Rest at your heart center. Feel now the whole front side of your body. Feel your face, your forehead, your cheeks, all around your eyes, your lips, your chin. You can feel yourself aware of your face, your throat, center of your chest, the softness of your belly, down through your right leg, all the way down the front side of your right leg. Come back to the softness of your belly and move your awareness down through your left leg, that whole length of the top of your left leg. And bring your awareness to the softness of your belly. Your whole front body has your loving awareness. Soften your whole front body. Can you imagine now the space that is right in front of your face? It's the space that is surrounding the front of your face. So you might imagine that as a few inches or smaller, or more than that. But your awareness is simply the space around your face, that space in front of your face. So we find that we're aware of space alone. Let that awareness of your space in front of your face expand. So now it circles your whole head. You're aware of the space that surrounds your head. So your awareness no longer lies within the physical body. It has moved to the space that surrounds it, around your head. Can you feel the space that surrounds your shoulders and your back? Can you feel the space or know the space that surrounds your right arm and hand? Your left arm and hand, the space that surrounds it? Can you become aware of the space surrounding your legs, top to bottom? The space that surrounds both of your legs. So that more or less now you are aware of the space that surrounds your entire body. It's just space and it surrounds you. And you're held by that beautiful space. You're held by that loving space. And there's a calmness about it. There's a stillness about it. It's just space, but it's surrounding your body now. Rest in that space. You can trust that space. It's for you. It's just for you. Can we broaden our awareness of the space surrounding our body so that we now feel it as the space that encloses the room that you're in? So you've moved to the walls and ceiling of the room that you occupy and all the space that is contained within there. You're aware of that. Use your imagination. The space that surrounds you in the room that you occupy. It's peaceful, loving, welcoming. It's just for you. Rest in that space that surrounds you in the room that you are in. I honor and acknowledge my body as a sacred vessel that houses my inner light. I invite deep rest into every cell of my being. I trust that I deserve to be supported, nurtured, and held unconditionally. I know the earth can hold me. Locate your breath in your body now. Feel the movement of your body as you breathe. Let the breath start at the sole of your foot, at your feet, and move as it ascends through the whole length of your body to the crown of the head. And it descends down the back side of your body, back to the soles of your feet, surrounding your body with the space and your breath. Circling your body with the space and your breath. Take your time. Long, luxurious inhale and an even longer, beautiful exhale. Surrounding your body with space and your breath. Let's relocate that breath and our awareness to the center of your forehead. You find yourself now located in the center of your forehead, and the breath has started to condense a bit. And you follow it as your breath exhales to the space immediately in front of your nose, back to the center of your forehead. So we've condensed our experience of breath to what's right there in front of your face. You can almost feel the breath moving out of your nose, and you feel the air moving in front of you almost. It's that sensitive. Inhale up to the center of your forehead, but let the exhale find its way down to your heart center. So you're breathing both in and out at the heart. As we start to come out of our Yoga Nidra practice, layer your palm over palm at the heart center. Start to move your tongue around in your mouth. You start to notice the sounds around you in your home, where you are. You start to maybe keep your eyes closed, but you start to notice the shades that exist even with eyes closed, that your eyes can still register the shade of light and dark, maybe even a color. Feel your palm over palm as awareness of that sensation of touch. And gently bring yourself back to the awareness of your home, opening your eyes. And making your way back to a seated position, perhaps. As we close our time together, reflect with me. I honor and acknowledge my body as a sacred vessel that houses my inner light. I invite deep rest into every cell of my being. I trust that I deserve to be supported, nurtured, and held unconditionally. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful week.